Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl lylliansymone. So as you see by the title of the video, I am going to be telling you all how I obtained my RN license. Basically, I'm just going to give y'all a step-by-step process. It won't be my exact process, but it'll be a process for anybody that is interested in getting the RN license. So I made like a template in my notes. So first things first, you're going to look into about 2 to 3 programs. I only applied to one particular program because it was convenient for me. It was right by my house and I was like, I don't want to go anywhere else. So I only applied for one program, but it is pretty competitive. I didn't even get in my first time applying. So I would advise you to find 2 or 3 programs or 1 to 2 in your area. Look into the program requirements so that way you'll know what all you have to do, what all the classes you have to take. Also, save your money. Nursing school is not cheap. It is not cheap. Luckily, I was able to get like scholarships. I also got a couple of grants from financial aid. But my last semester of my associates, I had to pay out of pocket. And then for my bachelor's, I had to pay out of pocket. So, find you a program, save money, look into the requirements for that program because there are certain classes you have to take before you can progress through the rest of the nursing courses, if that makes sense. It's courses you'll have to take before you take certain courses, and you want to try to end with at least a B or higher. If you can end with an A, cool, do that too, but try to end with at least a B or higher in all of them. That way your application is a little more competitive because your GPA is better. Because like I said, some programs, it depends on your GPA, it depends on your ACT score, it depends on if you were in like HOSA, you'll get extra points for that. Like the program I applied to, it depended on your GPA, ACT. If you were in HOSA, if you already had like a healthcare job, something like that. I wasn't in HOSA. I didn't already have a healthcare job. So it was straight off my ACT GPA. I didn't have no kind of healthcare background. And so I applied twice. The first time I applied is before I took any prereqs, before I took any college courses. Like literally, this is my first year of college and I applied. Why? I don't know. That was crazy. So I didn't get in because I literally had no kind of academic record. I didn't get in. So I ended up taking all of my prereqs. The lowest was a C. That was the class I took right before. It was microbiology. I ended with a C because it was during COVID. I was taking an exam and my freaking computer died and I got a 0 for that exam. So I ended with a C in microbiology. That's one of the courses that was required for the program that I specifically chose. And like I said, I ended with a C. It was very annoying. I thought it was going to hurt my application, but I slid my way in there. So yeah, took out my prereqs. Took that as well, microbiology. You can take it while you're in the program or you can take it before. I didn't want to take anything extra. I just wanted to focus on my nursing courses. So I took it beforehand. I applied. I got in. I was super happy. I was like, woo, let's do it. But y'all, nursing school whooped my ass, especially the first semester. Whooped my ass. Like, it was so much to get used to. It was so much studying, so much cramming. I was stressed out. I was crying. I was like, I can't do this. Like, it was too much. That'll be a whole nother separate video, though. That'll be a whole nother separate video. So yeah, you'll apply. Hopefully you get accepted. If you don't, just try to work on your application. Try and go get some kind of healthcare job. If you, let's say you ended with a B in one of your prereqs, or if you ended with a C, anything you ended with a C in, you need to try and retake it. Let's say you keep applying, you don't get in. Maybe some of the courses you ended with a B in, you can try to retake those. Or you can go ahead and take some of your bachelor's prereqs if you plan on like furthering your degree. You can go ahead and take those prereqs as well. That way, once you, and it also depends on the programs because you have 2 different programs. So you have associates and you have bachelor's, 2 years, 4 years. So it really depends on what you want to do. I did associates and then bachelor's because, like I said, it's expensive. It's very expensive. That way, I was already working as an RN and I had more money to be able to pay for my bachelor's. If I would have just tried to go like straight for bachelor's, I would have been in so much debt. Like, I ended nursing school, no debt. Like, literally, all the money I make is for me. I'm not paying off student loans, any of that. And so it was just convenient for me. That's what worked for me. If you want to do a 4-year program, cool, by all means do that. But I ain't had the money for it. I ain't had the finances for it. So I was like, I'm not doing it. So yeah, like I said, apply. Once you finally get in, go through the journey. Once you finally get out, you gotta sit for the NCLEX. That's another thing. It ain't like you finish school and you're a nurse. You still have to sit for the NCLEX to get your license. And that is just like, oh my good. Like, you can have a degree, but you're not practicing until you get that license. And it's just like, oh my God, I gotta do something else. So what I would advise for that, every semester while you're in school, go ahead and start studying. Go ahead and get you an NCLEX book. Go ahead and start doing practice questions. Like, just go ahead and start brushing up on things. Because like I said, once you graduate, you have to sit for that test. I graduated in May. I sat for the test like right before the end of May. I got my license beginning of June-ish. Started working in June. So I graduated 1 month, started working the next. Some people wait. Like, they'll graduate, wait a couple months, try to study. I ain't waiting. Like, because that stuff will leave my mind. So it's like, while it's fresh on my mind, while I'm fresh out of school, I'm gonna go ahead and take this test because I don't have time. And literally, like, I wasn't even that prepared. When I took my NCLEX, I took all the questions. I was not prepared. I only used one thing. I used ATI, which I shouldn't have. I should have used some other kind of study habit. But y'all, I took all the questions. And I just knew I failed. But hey, I passed. So like I said, I definitely was not prepared. But if I would have took it at a later date, I still wouldn't have been prepared. So I was like, let me just go ahead and take it now while I know something. While I know a little bit. So yeah, that was the process of getting my nursing license. If y'all have any questions, just drop it in the comments. I'm definitely going to do more in-depth nursing videos, but this is just a quick overview of the whole process. It definitely takes a while. I started my journey in 2019 and I graduated in 2022. So it took me 4 years to get a 2-year degree. It took me 4 years to get my associates, including like all of the prereqs and everything. And I was literally going like spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter. I was going every season. I was taking 5 classes when I first started out. Like 5 classes for like my first 2 years. Like, it was a lot. It was a good bit. But hey, I got it done. And it was worth it. Like, I'm 23. Do whatever I want. So it's like, cool. Glad I did it. I'm grateful. But yeah, that's all for this video. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will be doing more nursing videos, but that's all for this one. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Because I don't want